You know, if you followed my channel for any length of time, then you already know. If I come to a conclusion that I believe to be the truth, I will show my reasoning for why I think it's the truth, and regardless of who it offends or who disagrees with it, whether it's all my subscribers disagree with it, whether it doesn't matter, I'll put it out. You know, I've done plenty of videos, or a couple of videos that have lost me a huge chunk of my subscribers at times, this, that, and the other thing, you know? So yesterday, I put up a video. It was yesterday, the day before. I put up a video that Flat Earth documentary, Behind the Curve. And I let it play through, and I just kind of stopped it at a couple places where I saw red flags appear, right? And one of those places was a conversation between Mark Sargent and I believe his mother, where his mother says he was a part of the Flat Earth Society. And I was like, oh, wait, the Flat Earth Society, that's a little crazy, right? And Paul on the Plane, I believe, tweeted me and said, oh, no, you know, you're like Mark Sargent. He explains it all on Patricia's show. So I was like, all right, okay. I don't really follow the show like that. I don't really like listen to those channels all that much. So I went and I listened to the show, and I heard lies. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I'm just going to show you what I found.
So then that society collapsed. So you can look, I'm still online. I'm on this roster.
The Flat Earth Society that you joined doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean, nobody's maintaining it. I think the website's still up. Thomas Dolby was literally the first person to join 10 years ago, at least. And then I was number 539. I think it got into the 550s, and then it stopped. That was it. By the end of 2015, they were done. Mostly because Eric Dubay, name dropping, he comes along and he decides he's going to break away from that group and take a whole bunch of people with him. And
now that was in 2015.
That was in 2015, and
you'd already joined by then.
I'd already joined, and
yes, okay.
So the whole thing just kind of crumbled. And so, but I learned enough about it that literally, this is the point we're getting to. Literally, in my Flat Earth Clues introduction, I bring them up and I say, hey, really suspicious, looks like a gatekeeping type of thing. Don't even bother with them. It's going to be a waste of your time.
Now, if somebody wants to go hear that, will they find it in your Flat Earth Clues, and where?
Just type in Flat Earth Clues.
Well, I know, but I mean,
it's literally Flat Earth Clues introduction, chapter 1, video 1.
Okay.
Y'all heard that, right? Chapter 1, clue 1, the Flat Earth Clues introduction, right? And this is what he says.
And I say, hey, really suspicious, looks like a gatekeeping type of thing. Don't even bother with them. It's going to be a waste of your time.
Really suspicious, you know, gatekeepers, don't bother with it, waste your time. This is what he actually says.
I've put some links in the description that you might want to check out, like the current map projections used by the USGS, the United Nations logo, the Flat Earth Society, high-altitude nuclear tests, the Antarctica Treaty, among others. I'm not allowing ratings or comments on this video for several reasons. One, this topic seems to bring out the worst debates because of the initial denial. That, and I've seen dedicated trolls on the Flat Earth Society website who show up every day and say the same thing to new forum members. It's a joke. It's not serious. Nothing to see here. Kind of strange that there are full-time trolls on a site that has less than 500 members worldwide.
No, you know what's kind of strange? It's kind of strange when you say that you completely denounced them. It was a waste of anybody's time even going there. And then when you go back and actually watch and listen to what you said, you're saying you're leaving links to them in the description and denouncing the trolls within the group. Is that not a red... Like, am I going crazy? Or is that an outright lie? That's a lie as far as I'm concerned. You know, y'all do with that what you want. I'm going to have to say, look, I'm still going to wait for this documentary to come out. There are still other people involved with it, you know, but I'm going to say what I said before that Convex Earth documentary, man. Don't put all your eggs in this basket. Red Flag Media, I am out.
The point is that I was the only reason anyone's giving me grief is because they heard through the grapevine over the last 3 years
right.
that the Flat Earth Society is bad. I was the guy that started that grapevine. I sound like Matt, don't I, when I say that? I was the guy that started that grapevine. So this is where I'm going to get a little agitated. Just because the narrative has gotten far enough that you either forgot or didn't bother checking the backstory, not my problem.
What's up, YouTube? Hold on, let me get up out. Let me get up out of here. Let me go outside right quick, cause I might. Oh man, look like I'm starting to get a little gray hair dealing with all this madness out here. And I just made a video talking about divide and conquer, and it's like it's so embedded within us. Is that doesn't matter where you look. It still shows its ugly face. It don't matter if you're in the Black conscious community, you're a part of the KKK community, the Flat Earth community, the Truth Movement in general. It doesn't matter, the gaming community. It doesn't matter where you go. It's always some divide and conquer BS going on. And I thought that I already explained to everybody out there about the situation. This is nothing that should be hard for you to see. It's a tool that this government has been using for a long time. Now, I clicked on a video today, and the brother, he does pretty decent work. And I thought I made this quite clear. All the shield and agent calling, if you do not have, what is that? If you do not have, y'all, I'm in the country, so y'all see all the beautiful countryness. If you do not have undeniable evidence, why are you wasting your time with this? We got more important and better things we can be doing with our time. Like getting the shackles off of humanity, maybe? No? You don't think that might be a good idea? Huh? Huh? We pay for water. Listen to this. We still pay for water. Water should be free. We pay for it, though. And not only that we pay for it, we buy water and there's a tax connected to it. So we buy water plus tax. It's 99 cents plus tax. So it come up to like $1 and some change. But yet we're worrying about other YouTubers without undeniable evidence. Leave people alone. And the truth be told, to be honest, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Red Flag Media. And like I say, the brother does really good work. I enjoy the work. I don't understand why we can't just come together and continue to put out good work that's going to push us forward instead of making videos about somebody else without undeniable evidence. Leave those people alone unless you get some real evidence. That's why I don't. This is the only thing. This is the side of the community that I do not like. This is the side of the community that really makes me want to slow down on even putting content out sometimes. But I know what I do is very important because what I do is more important than myself. And I think that the brother is trying a little too hard because now it's nitpicking. Now, when I had my own doubts about these individuals, but I could not come up with undeniable. Until then, I need to shut up, right? I advise everybody else to do the same. Now, we got a lot of evidence to prove that the earth is flat, period. Why we're not building on that? Huh? Do you not realize that video that you uploaded could have been a video that was helping us? But I'm talking about, I watched it and was disappointed. I'm like, oh, flat earth disinfo. Let me check it out. Oh man, he don't expose him. And it was about another grown man. And I'm like, no. What we here for, family? What are we doing? Trump is still passing laws. What are we doing? Are we really in this together? Do we really want to see humanity break away from the shackles? Or some of us are comfortable with the situation because they can make money off it or make a name for themselves? Or they just confused? What are we doing? The New World Order, or should I say the Old World Order, been in full effect and we're living in it every day. We have to come together. We cannot keep on using the same tool that's been working for them and using it against each other. I don't get it. We're against it, but yeah, it's so embedded within us, we're using it against each other. They don't even have to do it no more. Have y'all not noticed that? They do not even have to really push out the divide and conquer, because we're actually dividing each other ourselves. We're conquering ourselves. We're our biggest downfall right now, not them. Every time we put that real information out there, they're scrambling. We had them after the eclipse. We had them so desperate that they sent a car into so-called space. That's what this community is about. Unifying the people, keeping everybody on the same page. We can sort out this nitpicky, but we can sort that out later, man. We do not have the time or the pleasure to be worrying about other YouTubers, especially if they don't have undeniable evidence of what they're talking about. Now, like I said earlier, I had my own doubts. You understand what I'm saying? I keep my eyes on the prize, and my prize is the key that unlocks the shackles. That's my prize. You understand what I'm saying? The prize for us, we all should be looking at them keys. The keys that unlock the shackles for our children, our grandchildren, and even ourselves. We can't continue going down this road, because trust me, that's a road the brother do not want to go down, because once you get absorbed and sucked into it, it's going to be hard for you to get up out of there. And next thing you know, you're going to be wasting all your time making videos about others instead of now saying the government. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just to a point where it's like, do the people really want to be unified? Am I doing this for nothing? I mean, is my voice falling on deaf ears? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the earth is flat. It's not a spinning globe. We understand that. They're taking money from us every day, every second, to keep this lot going. And the best we got is individuals making videos about a person that didn't take 52 million from you. I mean, Mark Sargent, Patricia, whoever you want to name, our reality, these people have put in work, and very important work, that can never be taken away from them. You can't just wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna take away somebody's hard work. I wish you would try me like that. Just try to demonize me and just snatch all the work I put in this thing. That's the same thing goes for you. Nobody have a right to do that. You know, they can do it, but they don't. It should be something that we should be surpassed. We're too intelligent. That's my problem. We are too intelligent to be making these stupid mistakes. But I also understand that we're not perfect. But people, we have to get our act together, and I'm serious about this. Because if we don't, we're going to forever have these shackles on us. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. For those who don't know, you can follow me at You've Been Exposed on Twitter. I have a Facebook called The Red Pill. You can also thumbs that up. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get notified, because YouTube is screwing with my channel a lot lately since I've been talking about all this unification. I don't know, man, but like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. You know, let's be better than this, people. And I'm gonna say it again, I love y'all. We have to unite. We have to look out for each other. And let's build on the things that's gonna help humanity move forward. Let's stop putting ourselves in positions where we're taking 10 steps back. Instead of bringing your brother down, try to help your brother, because if you really feel that way about the brother, reach out to the brother and talk to the brother. Don't demonize him. Or your sister. Can't forget about the sisters. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for me today, man. Man, it is a crazy world that we live in. And I just hope one day that we all can get on the same page, come together, and make those who have us in shackles take them off us. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. That'll be easy.
So, less than 24 hours, that last video went up. And I had big channels in the comment section basically telling me off, saying I jumped the gun. I got a couple response videos. I think one was from Big Dread, basically saying it was divide and conquer tactics. Basically, I should have been quiet. This is the general consensus amongst the big channels. I should have been quiet. And you know what? I haven't been asleep on this whole subject. I have been quiet. I saw ODD's video. I saw other videos breaking down this Metatron thing, the links and all that. I didn't say nothing because I thought, hey, nothing to do with me. I got better things to talk about. But here's where the problem comes in. When you push yourself to the front of a movement, the forefront of the movement, which you clearly have done. No one can deny that this is what has happened. When you push yourself to be the self-proclaimed leader of a movement, and you go to produce a documentary that's going to represent the movement as a whole, undeniably, and then in that trailer, 1 minute and 30-second trailer, you manage to slip in that you're a part of the Flat Earth Society, and then when people question you about it, you lie to cover it up. I'm not going to be quiet about it anymore, because now you're in my business. You're in any Flat Earther's business doing that shit. Not every Flat Earther has a big channel that they can speak out against these things about. And I wasn't even attacking the dude exactly. I was warning people about this documentary, which is the same thing I did with that Convex Earth documentary. And what happened with the Convex Earth documentary? It's 7 days before it came out, I stumbled on some information and shared it with people and said, look, don't put all your eggs in this basket, right? And people were going at me saying I was running a smear campaign. I was pushing propaganda. Then what happened? The documentary comes out, everybody's pushing it. And then all of a sudden, everybody's pulling it down. Everybody's saying, you know, we shouldn't have went there. But I was getting shit for that back then. If you're going to push a documentary that is going to be a bad light, and you know it's going to be a bad light, and you're lying about it, I'm going to say something. And for those who are saying I'm doing divide and conquer, you don't divide and conquer from the bottom, sir. Who am I? Most people who are watching these response videos didn't even know who I was. I'm not dividing and conquering anything. I'm putting out a lie. I'm exposing a lie. That's what I did. People are mad at that. Then you're going to have to stay mad at that. Sure, there are other things to talk about, but we got this documentary coming out. People are going to blindly support it, and now anybody who says anything like, oh, you know, be cautious of it, is being attacked. What does that say? I'm actually going to add this little story in. I wasn't going to, but I think it's relevant to, especially if we're talking about divide and conquer, agents, right? I'm going to share with you my first-hand experience with agents from when I was way younger, okay? I was like 13, 14, right? And I was into the common law, free man type movement. And there was a guy, you might know him by his name, and you probably know where I'm going with this after I say it, but it was a guy and his friend, and the guy was named Charlie Veach, right? And I was inspired. This dude was going out to the streets with a megaphone, bringing it to the police, bringing it to anybody who was basically spreading the truth about 9/11, about all these things. So I went to London. I got a little megaphone. I went to London, 14 years old, met up with Charlie, spoke to Charlie, met up with their little group. We went out, you know, started spreading truth, started spreading awareness. And as time went on, there were some contradictions and some problems in the videos that this guy was posting. And nobody was saying anything. I didn't say anything. I was like, well, it's kind of weird, but didn't think anything of it. You know, I was too young to think there would even be a kind of infiltrator in a movement. Why would someone want to be a leader of something and fake it? I didn't understand at that point, right? And he had pushed himself to be the leader of that. And then he does a documentary about 9/11, and by the end of the documentary, he's saying, I got it wrong. It was 19 hijackers with a couple of box cutters, who flew a couple planes into the buildings and they just fell. And then after that, a video comes out of around the Ian Tomlinson case, if anyone remembers that. And dude is a crisis actor, saying, "Oh, the police handled it very well." I was like, God damn it. I backed the wrong horse. So sorry if I don't give people the benefit of the doubt when I catch them lying, when I see them wanting to promote certain things. I'm going to say something. That's always what I'm going to do. So people get offended by that, keep making response videos, keep doing what you want. Where I'm standing, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's sharing the truth. Red Flag Media, I am out.